Somebody told me that Harry went on a date on a ghost tour. Is that true?
A date on a ghost tour?
That you did a ghost
like a ghost
tour?
house, like a haunted house.
No, I didn't do a date. No, Kale was talking about it. I work at a public access TV station in Bethel Park, and a guy produces a ghost hunting show. He needed a crew to go with him, so I volunteered
So you were
to
hunting
help out.
ghosts?
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in ghosts.
Did you find any?
Yeah, there was this weird energy that was surrounding me through this device that he had.
What kind of device was it?
Yeah, hold on. Are you sure the device just isn't BS designed to like create this energy?
I couldn't confirm or deny that, to be honest with you. I think it was something with infrared lights where they...
So where were you?
Did he tell you on the camera as a part of the crew you had to like whisper and sound very scared?
No.
So where were you guys?
We were at this place. It was in Virginia or West Virginia. But I forget the name. Infernum something.
Infernum. Sounds like a craft brewery down there.
It's like
it's
in a different language for like the gates to hell. That's all I knew about it. And allegedly it used to be this slaughterhouse. And of course, pig's blood was done in satanic rituals, apparently. So, yeah, there were a lot of scary stuff in there. And
so you felt scared.
I was very scared because we went to this one corner and there was just all this cold that was coming by.
Cold?
Yeah, and there was but there was no windows open. There was no ventilation coming through. They shut everything off.
So you feel like you had a paranormal experience.
Which would be supernatural.
A supernatural experience.
Yeah, it was a scary time.
Was the ghost saying anything like Mountaineers -6.5?
No, but it was swearing at us. We thought it was a
It was
demon.
swearing at you.
Shut the hell up.
Beelzebub.
Well, if you want to watch it, it's on YouTube. It's a show called Ghost Quests.
Oh, it's on YouTube. I mean,
yeah, no, it's on BPTV's the TV station. But yeah, he
so
also
did
runs
you
his own
go
YouTube
into this thinking that ghosts existed?
Yeah.
You
No,
did.
I was scared. He kind of used me as bait. I mean, but
ghost
I was also
bait. What did he do? That's like acting like
He
in,
tried to
Jurassic
serve
Park.
you up as a
Yeah.
sacrifice to the ghosts?
Why did he think the ghosts would be particularly fond of coming out of the woodwork to haunt you?
I don't even know who the hell this ghost hunter is, but I'm not a fan of this guy. He sounds like a real jerk.
No, he's a nice man.
Oh,
He's
just
very
serving
ambitious.
you up to ghosts.
I-
What a
I-
to a
salt
potty
of the earth guy.
Yeah, he put you out there as bait to try to draw out a potty mouth demon. Oh, he sounds like a guy you just absolutely want to be best buddies
I'll
with.
say this: if I wasn't willing to do it, he wouldn't have had me do it. But I was like,
Did you get paid for it?
No, it's a volunteer job. We do all our productions volunteer over there.
How many people got
Doesn't sound
brought
like
in
it was
on this?
worth it.
How
Doesn't
many
sound
people
like it
were
was
involved,
worth it.
Harry?
How
You,
many
this
people?
guy, and who else?
And his cousin.
So it was three of you in a place called Infernum something or other in West Virginia where there's cold air running through with no ventilation, and you're getting sworn at by demons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see how you'd say life's going really well. You don't want anything for Christmas.
Did you have any nightmares?
No.
Or anything after that?
No.
Did you come home and tell your family, guys, you'll never believe this. I really do think I encountered ghosts and supernatural beings today?
Well, they didn't need to believe it. They saw the episode, so I mean, it's all right there.
So you don't think it's all just
all
hokum?
right there.
No, it's not. No, it was real.
So as a ghost denier, I don't believe in ghosts.
Neither do
Okay.
I.
So you're telling Chris and I that if we watch this Ghost Quest show, we would come away from it thinking, wow, ghosts really do exist.
Yeah.
But what if I've watched...
His cousin didn't believe in ghosts on the way there, and then he turned a little bit because he's like, man, I can't explain this. And I'm like, dude, because it's ghosts. And yeah, scary.
Ghost Quests.
Ooh, yeah.
That's the YouTube channel?
Yep.
Oh, you guys got almost 2,000 subscribers, so there's a convert every...
Well, I don't want to take too much credit for being in it. I'm just the
Chris,
Bethel Park production
we should have the
assistant.
guy on.
Ghost guy?
We should have the ghost hunter on and talk to him
Haunted
about it.
Slaughterhouse.
We should get him on.
Wait a minute.
Donnie,
I think Harry... I'm looking at Harry Callis right now in the preview video.
Harry, you think you can get him on with us?
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Let me text him. I'll
Text
see.
him.
Okay.
Text him if he'll come on.
All right.
Say, hey, the guys just want to ask you a few questions about ghosts.
Okay.
I mean, I really do. I like that they have like the chapters of this video right now. Hell Breaks Loose is one of them. Entering satanic room. Hold on. My favorite one. It sounds like a horror story if you have laundry to do. Permanent bloodstains. I mean, this is something.
Let's see if we can get Ghost Hunter. Text us on the Edgar Steiner Associates fan text line. Follow us on Twitter, brought to you by South Hills Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
I cannot wait to see Harry Callis pop up on this video. I'm sorry, they're doing night vision here. Touched by a ghost. Another thing I've fallen down the YouTube rabbit hole on.
Is that also a
From
Harry
Ghost,
Callis
yeah,
thing?
I don't know if he's involved with that one, but one of them is touched by a ghost.
No, I only did the one episode because he needed a crew, and that's my job.
Haunted Manor, locked in overnight. This one's in 4K. And do you think if you had said to your friend who runs the Ghost Quests YouTube feed,
Bo Conrad.
that's his name?
Yes.
Bo Conrad. If you had said to Bo when he asked you, hey, Bo, I'm not a ghost believer, do you think he would have said, I can't have two non-believers come with me, I've got to have somebody else?
No, I think he likes the non-believers coming with him because then, you can't get any more real than experiencing it yourself.
Do you think that if Chris and I went with Bo on one of these ghost quests, that we would come out of it thinking, oh my God, ghosts exist?
I don't know if it'd be that certain, but you'd be questioning your beliefs. I mean, there are some...
Malsey, do you think Bo Conrad will extend the invitation to us to become a part of his next ghost excursion, his next ghost journey?
I mean, if he does, I'm going to politely decline.
Why?
I'll probably be busy, dealing with the living at that point.
I don't know, man. If you're telling me I get an opportunity to really prove once and for all if ghosts exist, I'm down.
There's no way. No
and
way.
Amanda would give me a hall pass for that. I think she'd be
Honey,
jealous
I'm
that I
going
was doing
ghost
it.
hunting.
Yes.
What if she wanted to come with you?
I don't know if I want to do that
Here's
with
my-
somebody. I
here's
don't know
my
if I
problem.
want to. I don't know if I want to bring a loved one into that.
Well, you don't believe in it.
I don't.
So you'd be wandering around a dark slaughterhouse or some such thing. Western Psych.
Why, you think that's haunted?
That's the place up off of 65? I think, yeah, people always said that was haunted. There's the Eastern State Penitentiary, the other side of the state, obviously. Here's the thing. If you're there with multiple people, can't one of them, if they want to just get certain results and convince a skeptic, just make noises and do things slyly that make it seem like there's a ghost in the house?
So Amanda and I watched one of those shows on YouTube about the Salem witch trials.
Yes.
And they had that meter out where they somehow are able to gauge
Yeah, okay, so
paranormal activity.
Hold on. How are they able to gauge it?
And
Is JD Power and Associates evaluating the meter for its ghost legitimacy?
great point. And one guy kept saying, when you'd hear a wind howl,
It could be somebody ripping ass.
that it was a ghost trying to communicate. And they'd play it back. They'd record it and they'd play it back. And that's the ghost said get out of here or something like that. Yeah.
And meanwhile, it's just this is the actual sound.
Yep.
Boy, they must have a hell of a language brain.
Shout out to Union Area High School for winning the Single A Whitfield Championship at Acrisure Stadium today.
Monster upset, but the score wouldn't tell you that.
I talked to Paul Alexander, who called that game on Wednesday, and he was prepping out in the newsroom for it. And he was like, man, I better have my material ready because Canavan's going to just kill this team. He's like, one team recruits, and the other team is
True.
just, kind of a country school sort of thing.
It's like the small school near Newcastle.
Yes.
It's a very small district. And Bishop Canavan, like every other private school, does recruit. As somebody who went to North Catholic before they discovered the joys of recruiting,
I think
can say
Alexander
that.
told me that that Penn State had its eyes on the Canavan quarterback as a safety, as a defensive player.
I mean, I know that they put kids in college ball every year.
So this is a seismic upset. Union was the 10 seed in the Single A tournament. Is this the worst seed to ever win a Whitfield championship?
I don't think many double-digit seeds, if any. I don't know how many, if it's more than 0 before this day or what, have won it. But not only did they win, they smoked.
What was
them,
the final score?
26-0. 2 defensive touchdowns.
What do you think the line for the game was? Canavan by double digits,
I think
right?
it was probably Canavan 15.5, probably. So, man, that was a rocking chair bet by halftime.
Yeah,
no, I was a rocking chair bet by the end of the third quarter, I should say.
Why? It was only 7-0.
It was 8-0 at the half. Then they had another long run.
Oh, yeah, because Paul told me that Union doesn't have a kicker.
Yeah, they went for it on fourth and a half yard, and they just
got the depth chart from
stuffed.
them, and it's no kicker.
Yeah, they go for 2 every time. There's something charming about that.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they just kicked the unholy snot out of them. Good for Union, man.
Malsey, we have on the line right now Bo Conrad from Ghost Quests, who pulled our friend Harry Callis into a ghost journey down in West Virginia at, what was it, slaughterhouse, Harry? What was it?
Yeah, it was allegedly a former slaughterhouse turned into a haunted
Well,
house.
how is it allegedly a slaughterhouse? I think the slaughterhouse thing is pretty tough.
I can't prove that it was, but the owners told us that it was. So
there was no slaughterhouse equipment still around,
No.
like laying around.
No.
They'd had a fire sale. Everything
Yeah.
must go. Bandsaws, things of that nature.
I guess so. Yeah.
Bo, Harry didn't know the exact name of the place. Do you remember it?
Yes, it was called Infernum in Terra.
Okay. And you had gotten information that there were ghosts there.
Yes, so the owner had called me and said that they had some employers, employees were actually terrified to work because they were coming out with scratches and everything.
So when
he called us in.
you are so well known in the ghost hunting community that when people have claims or concerns about ghosts, they know to contact you.
This is a flex a little bit, Bo, that the guy reaches out to you here.
Yes, so not only that, I mean, we have an upcoming series also coming out that's Ghost Quest Emergencies, so people can actually reach out to me, and then we're going to go into their houses actually as well.
Okay, so
Wow.
so Bo, I am curious. You're talking to two skeptics here, but we're inquisitive guys. We talk to people and ask
I
questions
think that's fair.
for a living. And so one of my big ones is I've watched some ghost hunter shows on television. I've seen now your YouTube channel, so I know the night vision and everything else, and you have some very expensive looking equipment. What exactly is the equipment? Like, how does it work? What is it trying to detect that would tell you that there is paranormal ghost activity in a particular building? What is it tracking?
So a lot of our equipment's going to be tracking the electromagnetic field. So
Oh.
the electromagnetic field is basically what ghosts are supposedly made out of. So any weird interaction in that field that is unexplained, there's a lot of things that I'm not documenting as paranormal, but I'm saying that this is unexplained. We don't have an answer for this. So I'm going really scientific with it as well. I know there's a lot of people that could be out there and fake things, but I want to put the scientific method to it to also disprove any things that.
So you don't want pseudoscience out there. You don't want to undercut your case here.
Correct.
So
You don't
okay,
want ghost imposters out there.
okay, Bo. My
Ghost
next
impersonators.
question. My family used to own a bar up in Cleveland. We were there a couple of years ago, and some of the current employees told my brother and I that my great aunt. They described there being a ghost in the basement. She was like an old sounding lady who was always grumpy, and we said, okay, that does sound like our great aunt. But I'm wondering. I didn't see her myself. I didn't hear her myself. What was your personal experience with ghosts that compelled you to get into this? Is this your job? Do you have a
love
day
affair with
job? Is
ghosts.
this a hobby that you spend a lot of time with? So what compelled you, bottom line, to get
Professional
into
ghost
it?
So I'm actually a freshman in college right now.
Oh, you're
but
an
I do this
enterprising
on the
guy.
side.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Side
So
hustle.
what compelled you
What
to do
got you
this?
into ghosts?
Close encounter with a ghost here? What are we talking about?
So in 2008, my sister showed me a show called Ghost Adventures, and ever since, I always had an interest. And then I just said, you know what? I have my license. I'm going to go mess around. And I started with the basic season, and then the public access ended up picking me up.
Oh.
And then right now, I'm just working on growing because my ultimate goal is to be on something like Travel Channel or Destination America, something like that. So that is my ultimate goal that I'm working towards. And it all started with a show back in 2008 that I watched.
Okay, now, Harry, you were in the and you said the ghost talked to you. You said the ghost
Yeah.
contacted you.
Yep.
What did it say?
It was saying some swear words and in more aggressive terms was telling us to get out and get away.
Bo, were you there for that, the swearing ghost? Did you also experience that?
Yes, I was there for it.
Was
Wow.
the ghost in particular mad at our friend? We call him Harry, but we know his name is our buddy Nick here. Was he more mad at Nick, or was he more mad at generally here?
We personally, I don't even know if I would call this a ghost. I was thinking this was more of a demonic entity, and we actually had footage of this figure crawling up Nick and actually jumping inside of his head.
It was so
and what
scary.
was really weird, yes. So
It
was
jumped
almost
inside your head?
How
Yeah.
do we know you're not possessed right now?
Good question.
I felt a little more warmth come over me after we got in the car, but I was real cold for the rest of the night.
And you're a big guy, so you don't get cold easily.
Yeah, and Bo was surprised too at my anxiety because I was feeling something that wasn't myself.
Wow.
So you guys have on video. So if I were Bo, just to be clear here, your Ghost Quests YouTube. If I were to go to
Yes.
this slaughterhouse video, I would be able to see on video what you would say is the representation of a demon crawling up our friend Callus here and jumping in his old noggin?
Yes, we had it on the structured light sensor camera that showed the anomaly crawling up him and then jumping into his head.
Wow. Bo, if you've got footage like that, my friend, you will be on these shows on network television as a ghost hunter in no time.
And you're what, 18 or 19
as an
years old?
18-year-old up-and-comer. Ghosts, look out.
Yeah, I'm 19 years old.
I got to be honest with you, man.
Look out, Ghost. Here comes Bo.
Your presence talking about this on the air, I'm not lying to you. You're a pretty impressive guy. You sound pretty with it, man.
Bo, can we come on a ghost hunt with you sometime? Chris and I make believers out of us?
I would love that. We would totally love that.
All right, we'll stay in touch. Thank you, Bo.
Thank you, Bo.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
The demon into his head.
Here's the thing we didn't realize. He's 19 years old. He said
the demon went inside Nick's head.
His sister got him into this when he was 5.
Yeah,
5
good
years
point.
old.
2008. Yeah, good math. Yikes.
He's a pretty impressive guy. He's channeling his very impressive set of skills. It looks like for, videography, cinematography.
He's
into
got
an
a
interesting
drive.
place.
He's got a drive that I don't experience much in this field. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, being around us doesn't wear off on you at all. We're not driven or.
No, but you guys are established. You know what I
people.
mean? Like, for somebody as young as he is right now.
He does have a drive, and he said a demon crawled into your head.
Yeah.
Did you go to a doctor's afterwards? I would have gotten that looked
Or an
at.
exorcist, a priest?
No, I didn't.
What
But
did you do? Just have a nice meal when you got home? And
I did.
Took
I
a couple
went.
Advil
I
and
went to
said,
one of my
"Screw it."
favorite places to get quick food, and I got a burrito, and I felt better. So, yeah, I was extremely warm as I got further away from
Who
that
needs
place.
the church to expel demons when you've got, what, Chipotle or something
Good
like
Lord.
that? Holy crap.
Aren't you happy we worked today, Chris?
I did not expect, if you have the old bingo card filled out, ghost hunting being the major dominant theme. It's more interesting than Matt Canada's offense at this point, I'll say that much.
Well, I think are we sure there's not a demon that's crawled into his head? Some of these play calls.
One that's